it going, guys? Welcome back to the Black Undergraduate Perspective podcast. My name is Sway Charles.
I'm Nadia Johnson.
I'm Ange Ukiagan.
I'm Jalen Washington.
I'm Jalen Conway.
Jerome Wilson.
And I'm Brianda. And welcome to this podcast. We're going to start it off with BSU Rewind. Last week, we had a civil discussion, kind of picking back off of EP2 of the podcast, where we talked about race being a preference. We talked about that at BSU. And then this week, BSU is at 8 in the Cultural Center. So,
How did that?
civil discussion.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they said what they said, but I feel like a lot of people were keeping it, PC, trying to not cause any kind of controversy with their answers. But a lot of people did speak up about different things, and there were a lot of good questions asked.
And confessions were made,
Yeah, I guess you could say confessions were made.
Okay. Ultimately, what?
A lot of people said that race doesn't matter, but be real, subconsciously it does. So yeah. I'm gonna kick to Jalen now. Tell us what's going on.
What's going on this week? Y'all heard Hurricane Ivan down in Florida tearing stuff up real bad. He's saying about 74 casualties going on. We got he said it's like 55,000 residents without power right now. And I know you from Florida,
Yeah, but that's the good thing is that's not in my area.
yeah, they saying I was reading a little bit, they saying like Fort Myers, Punta Gorda, Sarasota. You anywhere from in that part of Florida? So not in that close. But if anybody, because I know it's people on the team and other people that go there and stuff, like at Westminster, just make sure y'all checking up on y'all peoples. And he said it's running up the coast like North Carolina, and up Southern Virginia and stuff like that.
Prayers out to them, for sure.
Yeah, sure. Any other casualties that we got going on though? In Indonesia, soccer match going on, riot caused out,
Yeah,
people running up on the field.
did y'all see that, bro?
Yeah,
Did
the
y'all see the
video was
photos?
crazy. Police were throwing tear gas trying to control the crowd, thinking that was really going to do something.
Yeah, soccer
Crazy.
it's like soccer matches over there. They be real riots. People kill each other. 120 people got killed over the soccer match.
That's crazy.
Soccer.
Soccer?
Soccer. They be fighting in the stands and then people die out there. You go to the game, you may not come out.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it happens frequently too. That it's just a major one.
Why?
Soccer.
Yeah, just because your team didn't win or something.
Literally.
They just beat on
They
you.
just be mad. I mean, honestly, you can read into it. It's been a thing that's been going on.
People storm the field, the police officers get mad down there.
A car was flipped. Who flipped the car?
That much anger in you.
I seen that on the videos, but I guess they tried to dictate the crowd on tear gas, thinking that was really going to do something. So, people will naturally try to run away and get mad and fight back. People getting beat on, stampeded, suffocating from the tear gas. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
And just right now, they're saying that the president suspended all the matches in the country for right now until further investigation. So, that's something, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. So, for my segment, I don't know what the name is. It's not really this or that, but we're talking about do you guys believe in the concept of an eye for an eye? You know what I'm saying? Do you guys believe in that? You think so?
Yeah.
What do you mean concept?
Do you believe that?
I'm Robbie Cole.
Yeah.
I'm Robbie Cole. Eye for an eye.
What?
That's what it's from.
I'm like, what you just said?
Oh, okay, I understand.
Oh, I thought you said I'ma rob you cold. I'm like,
That's the name. That's the actual name of.
I'm a Rob.
Basically.
No.
That's his name. Yeah, that's who
Yeah.
came up with. That's who brought up that.
Yeah,
Basically, if
I'm a Robin
It's
Cool.
getting
Okay.
yeah, basically saying an eye for an eye, meaning if somebody does this thing bad, and then they get this thing done to them because of that, is that justified?
I don't know. I think for certain For certain situations, for sure.
No.
No, you don't think it's justified?
I think it's natural, like, punishment for people that,
So you think like they should like? Do you think like some people deserve?
I don't think people have the power
to
to,
decide.
yeah, exactly.
Basically, that's
Yeah, in a certain way. Yes. I think it depends.
It depends.
Yeah.
What do you think? It depends.
For me, yeah,
Depends on what
So,
though.
so what is that like?
I feel like the seriousness of like the crime or like whatever happened, I feel like obviously we shouldn't be able to, we're human, we shouldn't be able to judge unjudged, but I still feel like the seriousness of it is different.
Yeah. But so let me see. Who said depends? You said depends. I said depends.
I kind of think it.
Yeah. You don't think it depends at all?
No.
I just depend on the situation. If it's something like
How serious it is.
I feel like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, yeah. I mean, if you gonna put it like that, then yeah, I say it depends, but like, I feel like.
But I don't feel like everybody it's like that every time. It just I say it really does depend.
Stemming from that, can like crimes be justified then? Like, can certain crimes
Yes.
for some reason be
Yes.
justified?
Absolutely, for sure.
Give me an example. Give me an example.
What do you mean by justified?
That's what I'm saying though. I'm not picking a side. I'm just saying what it is. Can a crime be justified? Like for example, the easiest example is like, a pregnant lady stealing like stuff she needs to have to best help her baby. Is that justified? Be that it's she's shoplifting, but is it justified?
What that lady
because
got
she needs it?
going on?
Exactly. See, basically, if she needs it and she steals it, is that crime justified? And like, even if you go, you don't think so?
No, that's still illegal.
No. It's not whether it's illegal or not.
Yeah.
It's not whether of course it's illegal. That's why I'm using the
But
word crime.
if you're sacrificing, you have to be ready for those consequences.
Okay.
That is
So that's what
true,
okay. That's what you think.
Why you
Okay.
broke having kids?
Yeah, exactly.
That's another topic though.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
sometimes
Man, you gotta be physically aware of the situation. I know right now, I can't have no kid right now. I'm in college and all this other stuff. Why would, you know what I'm saying?
I feel it.
That's not the question. It's fine, justified.
Yeah, man, girl. I'm saying though, like, I'm not talking about, I'm just saying though, like women should know.
Is it justified or not?
No.
Okay,
because,
that's the question.
all right. What you guys think? What you think specifically? Like,
It does depend on the situation. Like, if she really, she got kicked out, she really don't know where to get the money from. Okay.
so ultimately, like, who feels like you feel like no matter what it is, like, if it's against the law, it's not justified. All right. What about you? It depends, exactly. Okay, we can keep that. It depends too. Yeah, I feel like that too. I feel like some people are put in positions to like, and it's like, I don't know, but I can't say how I want to say it. But
I think you should rephrase the question. Can a crime be justified?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
I mean, I say yeah. That
For sure.
oh yeah, no, that's what that's not what I said.
I don't remember.
you said a crime. Oh, you did say that. So I didn't know mine.
Exactly.
Okay,
man. Jeffrey Dahmer. How did y'all, for the ones who watched the show, how did y'all,
Yeah, I didn't watch it, so I need like a background.
Okay, I watched the show. It was basically like him, like throughout his childhood when he committed crimes and then when he died in prison. And it was just like they showed all the details and like how the family suffered also, and like throughout that.
Mm-hmm. And they said it was based on a true story.
Yeah, like it actually did happen.
Like, cause I thought it was kind of interesting when I was reading it and listening to it. And like, I see he was a serial killer and sex offender who committed murder and dismemberment of 17 men and boys between 1978 and 1991. And many of his later murders involved mass reading. I know this. Necrophilia.
And cannibalism.
Yeah, I thought. And cannibalism and the permanent preservation of the body parts, typically all or parts of the skeleton.
How many people watch the show?
I'm in the middle of it.
Yeah, so how you like
Yeah,
I mean,
when I was watching it, it was just like low key disgusting. Cause like the way he was like setting it up, and, like trying to force people to like, you know what I'm saying, oh, drink this. And you really wanted to drink like the chemicals in the drink and stuff. And like sometimes it didn't work, so like stuff was like happening. It was just like weird. Like
Out of everyone that watched the show, did anybody read about like the true story about it and stuff? You did?
I wouldn't like watch documentaries on YouTube because I seen the show was like, I seen it was long and I don't have time. Like episodes are like an hour long each, so I just went and watched like a full documentary on it.
Yeah. How much was it like correlation with the show? Was it like?
It is. Well, I didn't watch the show.
Oh yeah, you did say that. You did say
Yeah.
that. Okay.
But I mean, I'm sure it's pretty similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, they showed us. I was on TikTok. They showed like a side by side of like the court video of the one lady that was yelling about her brother. It's like almost exactly
They
how
try
she
to
did
get
it.
characters like that look
Yeah.
like that for people.
It's crazy.
What were you saying earlier about it?
I don't know, but I'll say one thing. It's crazy because like so many times, like he got called, the police called on him, and like they still didn't
Nothing
find
happened.
anything. The way he got called was because he invited the police in. Basically, he said, "You guys can search if you want without a warrant or anything like that." Yeah, and that's how you could call.
Oh, that's crazy. So, in the true story too, like that's how he got
Yeah.
caught too. Damn. I mean, damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
How old was he when he got caught?
Oh,
31,
yeah.
He was pretty young, yeah.
young. I thought that was old.
When did
He started.
When did he
young. He
start?
started high
started
school.
18. Yeah. he
Yeah,
started.
that's old.
He went for a while.
Okay, yeah, at
Yeah.
first
And then he said he took like a break. From
yeah, he took
killing
a break.
people.
He killed 7 people in 1991, 8 people.
Did
in
they? You think they ever interview like his peers from high school? Like,
Yeah,
was he
there's
ever
some,
weird?
I think.
Like,
But
was
nah,
he ever
reading on it
weird?
though,
Like,
it said he was
They-
diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. Bullshit.
there you go. Here we go again.
No, no, I know it's schizophrenia, but I'd say schizotypal personality disorder. I don't know how to say it. And psychotic disorder. He was found legally sane at his trial, and he was convicted of 15 of the 16 murders he committed in Wisconsin and was sentenced to 15 terms of life imprisonment on February 17, 1992, and he was later sentenced to a 16th term of life imprisonment for an additional homicide committed in Ohio in 1978.
Did he have like a traumatic childhood or something?
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, his mom was
I-
I mean, yeah, I don't think so. It's just.
It's shoot, and really,
Jalen, you watch the show. You could
he said,
explain
it
something.
said,
So you see his
I
childhood
mean,
part?
in his childhood, like his mom and dad was going through like a tough little time, like where they had divorce and like he saw them like arguing and stuff every day. So like during that time, he was always like free to do whatever you want. So like his curiosity like just like began to like expand and like he like started seeing roadkill and stuff like that. And like him and his dad like brought in a roadkill and like they like start dissecting it and stuff.
So his dad was weird too?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
he said his dad was a research chemist.
Of course it was.
Then like when he started like getting inside like the dead stuff, like he like started getting like
You get hungry?
sexually, not yet. He started like sexually like
Oh.
interested with it and stuff.
How you get
Then, yeah.
I mean,
Oh, that's right. That was the right term. No, it was just caught me off guard.
hormones.
I don't know, but look, it's like
Yeah.
at first, like he had on the gloves, he was touching it, but when his dad left, he took off the gloves and like started feeling it, and like the more he felt it, he just felt like more sexually attracted to it and stuff like that. And it was just weird. It was so weird.
You watched it, Jalen?
Nah, I ain't watch it yet.
You gonna watch that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Me too. I might too. I just
don't want to see no guy get eat.
You want to touch on like the demographic that he would go after?
I mean, it was minority men mostly. It was like 10, I think it was 10 African American men, or 7 African American men, and then 10 like other. So it was like, I mean, obviously pretty close. But in the one interview he had, he said it wasn't directed towards like any like race. I mean, again, he's psycho who actually knows what the motive was. But he said he would go to gay bars and just look for the best looking man in the room and just that would be the target.
He had a preference for black guys.
She said, yeah. I'm not
Let's see how
watching.
that ended up. That
But
was sad.
it said it also reads he died in He died on November 28, 1994 due to homicide by severe skull and brain trauma. So I guess he got beaten to death.
Yeah.
They said the guy's name was Black Jesus. Is that true?
I don't know who Black Jesus is. I'm gonna see how he died. though.
See, such a Black Jesus, Jeffrey Dahmer. I swear, I'm
He
not
beat
crazy.
him with you know the rod poles that you put weights on.
Yeah.
He beat him with that.
The
Yeah, well,
What do you mean?
they're cleaning up the gym where they're doing
So he grabbed the wait
Snuck it
The-
with him.
a barbell?
You talking about this?
Like that
like hand weight, John.
Oh, okay.
The little one.
Okay,
Yeah,
maybe the
like-
curl bar or
Not
something.
the curl. It's shorter
Okay.
than that. It's
Like
just
a
like
five-
He got a crowbar.
no, they were in the gym. They were in the gym cleaning up the gym. They're doing their
Yeah, what was that?
they're working, and he was with another. It was like 3 of them, and he killed the other person in the shower with a broken broomstick.
Mhm.
And then he came back out and he killed Jeffrey.
Hold on, what
With
happened?
that.
You supposed to be setting it up.
Exactly.
You supposed to
Man, I'm trying to.
Do you think the demographic of his like targets had to do with him not getting caught?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You think so?
Because the one guy got out and tried to say like what happened, and they completely disregarded it.
Christopher Scarver is the man who
Yeah.
killed Jeffrey Dahmer.
What about? I'll find out a little more. He's like my detective.
He was definitely a little, not right in the head.
Can crimes be justified?
Okay, Scarver said he killed him because it was growing this thing against Dahmer playing with his food.
He
Yeah,
said-
because they said he was like making it to look like the dead.
Oh, I read about that. I didn't know that was related to
He
Dahmer.
would like squish it up and make it look like the dead body.
And he would let it rot. Apparently, he would let it rot and then eat it and then eat the food. I didn't know that was part of
He was
it.
a rot the food.
He would yes,
To make it like.
make it seem like dead bodies.
Yeah.
In prison, bro.
Jesus.
Yeah, he was.
That boy crazy in the head.
So he would eat nothing live? I mean, not live, but like good, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, bro. What you doing?
He kind of acted a little cocky in
He
prison.
said he said he cut out pieces that look like severe.
Fan letters. Hold on, talk about. She just said.
Dressed them with
She
ketchup.
just said ketchup for blood.
Yeah, he said.
My bad.
He said, no, he was saying that's how he played with his food. How the dude was playing with his food. Like he'd have made his cut out pieces look like limbs, and then dressed the food up with ketchup, because make it look like blood.
Yeah. And she just said he was getting fan letters, kind of.
Yeah.
Like people were just.
And he said he would put them around others
America
to
for
taunt
you.
them.
Yeah. They would give him money in prison.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they would like mail money to him and everything.
I hope it was a sick joke. I hope it was somebody.
I don't know. They in the like show they like read the letters and like some of them they actually really liked them. Yeah.
Well, Jeffrey.
On that note,
bastard.
thank you for tuning in to the Black Undergraduate Podcast. Appreciate you guys watching and leave in the comments what you think about this episode and what do you guys think about the Jeffrey Dahmer show.
Don't pull the Jeffrey Dahmer. Don't do it.
Don't do it. He's not lying. Don't do it.